An open 911 call to dispatch at Jefferson County was answered by Ed Martin on June 30th, 2006 at 3:29 a.m., where he was shot point blank range with a double barrel 12-gauge shotgun. And he made a call to Diane, his wife, which he thought might be his last.
The first person I called that night was her on the phone. I said, look, I've been shot. You need to get to the hospital. It ain't good.
Yeah, that's a call you never expect to get as a wife, but yet you always fear. It was middle of the night, got the call. He said he wanted to tell me goodbye because he didn't know if he was going to live. So I grabbed the kids and called 911 and said, I'm not waiting for y'all to come tell me. I'm on my way to the hospital.
After months of grueling physical rehab and dealing with a workers' comp system that denied coverage for the care flight to the hospital, Ed Martin would later face another huge challenge that was outside of his control. Just like you and every other law enforcement officer, Ed goes into work every day not knowing what will happen. But what he does know is that his wife and his family's love have always found a way. This is the true story of Diane and Ed Martin.
When it was first going to Corpus, the first thing you think of is, good Lord, those people down there are going to be torn apart.
I knew we were going to get rain, but obviously I thought Corpus Christi was going to get hurt hard.
Had no idea it was going to come here. When that thing started spinning around in the Gulf like a top and nobody knew where it was going to go, my chief even called it. He said, most we'll get is rain. He was right, about 50 plus inches of it. But the day before the storm hit, I was at my house. I live in Lumberton, Texas, in Hardin County. And I have 6 acres. The water in the back of my property, if it rains hard, it'll come up a little bit. As soon as it stops, it's gone. My wife comes in and says, Ed, you need to see this. And I look out in the back of my property, and the water has come up to my palm. And I went, that's not normal. This is more than just a little bit of water.
And that's when we made a decision that it was pack a bag, whatever you could get in one suitcase, because if we have to swim, that suitcase is going, but it may or may not make it.
The only way out's an old logging road. They call it Callahan Extension. That's a 4-wheel drive nightmare, let alone a 4-wheel drive nightmare when it's got water over it.
And so it was very sloshy, and it was probably, I'd say, about 3 feet deep. So you'd see the headlights kind of go down in the water, and the rut, it was pretty scary. We had to all take our seatbelts off in case we had to swim.
But, at that point you make a call, and I told my wife and kids, I said, we'll come back tomorrow, clean it all up. It shouldn't be too bad. Maybe we'll have water, maybe a couple of inches.
It was just a lake. It was water up. We didn't get it to the roof. A lot of people got it to the roof.
I had no idea it would get 3 feet deep in my house. No idea. That was never supposed to happen. We rode a boat right up to my back door. Went in, and it had receded to about the 3-foot mark. On the bed is my daughter's ukulele, and that is all she wanted. That is all she complained about, was I left my ukulele behind. She loves music and she loves art. And he grabbed it and he put it in his shirt, and he walked it out so it wouldn't fall in the water, and took it and gave it to her. And it's just the little things. I'm sorry, it's tough. It's total devastation. I mean, everything you own, after the water gets up to about 3.5 feet, all your furniture, your belongings, your clothes, all that stuff's gone anyway. The appliances are ruined. It's a total loss. The only thing you get is the top part of the sheetrock in your house.
We both kind of came in here the next morning to our coffee shop and said, okay, we have electricity here, we have coffee here. What do these people need? And I said, Ed, we've got to open the doors.
And people started using our little coffee shop as a means of information, a means to connect. She gave up, she lost everything, and now she's out there. She's worried about me, she's worried about everybody but herself. Everybody but herself.
Because you plan for so many, but you don't know, word gets out that there's hot food here and they're going to come. And so for me, it was trying to give them that comfort of where's the next meal going to come from? And it would just show up for us. When we had, everything we had cooked was gone.
And it was really cool how she pulled it all together. Bunch of volunteers up there feeding. I mean, it's incredible.
And it was funny how my refrigerators never became empty. But yet they were never full in the beginning part. The food just kept coming. And it was just that, for me, trying to be the one to take care of people, that was the touching moment for me. Is I'd go, okay, God, just let me take care of one more. And the food would show up.
You really can't imagine it.
Right.
I mean, it took me days to realize it's gone. It's very humbling to be on the other side and wondering what I'm going to do. It's heart-wrenching.
Big Ed have another happy ending? How's
We'll
this gonna
make it
go?
a happy ending somehow. I told him I don't care if we sleep on concrete floors, if we can just get sheetrock back in the house, back in our house again. You know, he's got a servant heart, and he's out there taking care of the public, and I'm going to take care of our home and put it back together the best I can.
I'm not kidding you, man. That woman is a rock. She's a rock.
I say he's my rock. Well, he protects us. He takes care of us. And